Hey guys, Julie Becker here. I just had a couple quick thoughts for the day. Um, it's after Memorial Day was a really wonderful weekend. And sometimes when you're in the holidays or in a time where you're celebrating or remembrances are out of your normal path or out of your normal patterns, it's easy to get distracted or get off course, or to kind of let your goals slack or things along those lines. So I was really thinking about that today because unless you have really powerful goals in place, or unless you have really powerful intentions in place, right? Your thoughts are not going to get you where you want to go, are going to allow you to get off track and not do the things that you need to get done to get to where you want to go. So I just wanted to chat about that for a little bit because I'm human like everybody else, but I have been being very intentional the last several months, ramping that up every single day. And, of course, most of us realize that our thoughts drive our outside reality, and our thoughts drive our actions, and that kind of gets us where we want to go. But thoughts in and of themselves, while they are wonderful and they are great, and it's certainly a first great step to realize what you're thinking, and to think the right thoughts, to reprogram yourself to shut out things that aren't thoughts that aren't going to work for you, and think about things and focus your thoughts on things that you want in your life and things that you love. Simple thought is not enough, right? You can think about it, but unless you have a powerful intention behind it, so some emotion behind it, feeling. Usually thoughts, they're great and everything, but then what happens is that can become wishing and hoping, right? Because you're thinking about something, but if you're simply thinking it and there isn't a huge emotion behind it, or a huge why, or some impending motivation or reason why you're going to do it, it's just going to remain thoughts, right? It's not going to drive you to action, because ultimately, thoughts are amazing and they are wonderful, but unless you are able to put yourself in motion and take action, things are not going to happen. They're not going to just fall out of the air for you, because you don't have a forward momentum. So having powerful intentions is key to getting to where you want to go. And so when you're thinking about those intentions, one of the things that I like to do is I like to, especially at the beginning of the week, I like to write things down, because when you write things down, you really think about what it's going to feel like to get that done. And I will tell you, and you think about just being able to check that off your list, right? There's some things that I'm doing right now. I'm working on some video processing and production and things like that, and it's a lot of work, but I have an intention to get a certain amount of those done, produced, and uploaded, and it feels so good. I mean, I can think about it. In fact, I have done this previous where I've thought about it, didn't write it down, and it didn't get done. But I was like, now I'm very much at the point. I'm like, look, when this gets done, I know I know that this is going to put this in effect, and I'm going to put this in motion, and this is going to get me to where I want to go. I can't do it unless I do it. So I think the thoughts first, what I wanted to get done, what I wanted to be able to accomplish, and I wrote it down. And I imagined myself, I was like, I know how good this is going to feel when I get this done. I'm going to be able to check it off. And guys, you know what I mean when you write something down, especially if it's something that's tougher to accomplish. And even little things, right? But I mean, when you check them off your list, you feel good about it. So, simple thing I do in the morning is making my bed every single morning, because you know what? I've completed a task for the day right in the beginning of the day. So think about your intentions. They are extremely powerful when you put emotion behind them. If you want your life to change, if you want to move in a certain direction, it's not enough to think your powerful thoughts. You have got to drive yourself to action with some powerful intentions. Your how am I going to feel when I actually accomplish that, when I check that off my list and I get that done, that's going to move me towards my end goal, to what I want my life to look like. So set some powerful intentions, write them down, and you know you're going to feel good when you check them off. My thoughts for the day. Talk soon.